Basic, my I guess best experience with the whole Trump campaign was when I was in Aiken, South Carolina, and I got to be Trump's personal photographer behind the scenes, and I did all the meet and greet. And I'm 5'8" and he's 6'3", and I'm got 80 pounds of equipment on me, and he wants everything eye level, and both my shoulders are burning. I've been taking pictures for about 20 minutes, and my camera keeps sagging. I keep tiptoeing, and Mr. Trump, well, President Trump keeps saying, "Get the camera up, get the camera up." And at that time, my shoulders were burning. He could see the veins in my neck, and I was sweating. And he finally said, "You need some water?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he gave me some water. Went got Secret Service, bring me a bottle of water. He put his arm around me, come over and looked at the camera. He said, "Let me see your pictures." So he's got his arm around me, and we're going through the pictures, looking at them one by one. He said, "Looks pretty good to me. Continue on." So we took those, and we started down the hallway, and it's, one of the newspaper publishers in Aiken, South Carolina. He was an older man, probably in his late 70s. His grandson was a big golfer on the high school team. And Mr. Trump got me to take some personal pictures of them, and we went behind the scenes, and I got to hear a conversation. I was the only one in there besides a Secret Service agent. And we came out, and I took some more pictures. And he said, "Let me see that camera. You see if you know what you're doing." He came over and looked at the picture of the kid and him. He said, "My hair looks pretty good. What do you think?" He said, "Color looks great." And I said, "Yes, sir." So as he walked on, after he got out of sight, one of the guys told me, he said, "Let me see it." Well, we were told as photographers, do not make his hair look yellow because, he wants to look natural because his hair's not yellow. You want it to look natural. So during this shoot, when we went in to do the behind the scenes stuff where I can't discuss what was talked about, one of the walls was sort of yellowish with designs on it. And it was going to be a bad backdrop. So when we got in that room, I hadn't even been told about the yellow in his hair at that time. But I told him, I said, "This wall right here is probably going to make your hair look yellow." At that time, I had no idea how he felt about his hair. So they moved us around the room and got to a darker spot where it looked more professional and suited for that shot. So as we got through at the end of the shoot, Mr. Trump came over and personally thanked me for the pictures I had taken, and he shook my hand and thanked me for the job I had done. Well, that night, as Jay Gregory, a retired sheriff from Stewart, Virginia, had gave him a picture um, that I took before, and he got it signed. The Trump train, the thumbs up. So we knew then we could get picture signed. So as the campaign went, when I got to Myrtle Beach in November, I got a picture of his family on stage, and I got Melania speaking at the podium, and that's the picture on my book right here. So I printed it out and thought I'd get it signed as a keepsake. So when he went to give it to President Trump, he took the picture. He said, "Oh, I want that picture." So as far as I know, at that time, this was his favorite picture of the whole campaign. Was the picture I had taken of his wife at Myrtle Beach, and I have been told it may wind up being in the White House on the wall, which I'm not sure, but I hope it will. But his whole family, I got to meet Eric and his wife at Richard Petty's private function, and Eric wanted to know what was the deal with the yellow camera. He had saw me at many events, and then when I showed the picture of his wife I had taken at Fayetteville after the Sean Hannity show with the Wounded Warrior, she said that was her favorite picture of the campaign. So Eric's wife, Laura, and Melania Trump, those two pictures I snapped during the campaign, I've been told are their two favorite pictures of the whole thing. Uh, my favorite pictures would be on stage at New York when I got to go, and I got both of them together right here. That'd probably be my favorite picture. But I was on stage till 4:17 a.m. and I'll give you a story. When I got off stage, I had no room reserved, and I was going to go stay on the street for 3 hours taking pictures until I caught my flight. And the Secret Service agent came by. I told him my predicament. He pulls the envelope out with his room key. He tells me to take his room and get me some rest, that I've deserved it and I earned it. and I can't call his name, but to this day I'll be indebted to him because I was exhausted from being on that stage from 5 p.m. that evening until 4:47 a.m. I'd been on stage. I had not left the stage, and things like that happened to me during the whole campaign. There were so many good people too. People were so good to me. Uh, Gavin James and Matt Miller. This book would not be possible, and Kurt Bell. Those three people. This book would not have been possible without Matt Miller, Gavin James, and Kurt Bell, because they helped me get credentials. They done all they could to make this book possible. And at that time, we didn't know there was going to be a book. I just wanted to get in and show the whole country the campaign. I wanted to show everybody the truth and show them that President Trump was a genuine American and that he had a heart of gold and he meant what he said. That's all I was trying to do, was show what everybody didn't see on TV, because the media lied so much during this whole campaign. It made me sick to be a part of it.
Anything else you'd like to add, or?
Uh, I hope the next 8 years that we'll have Donald J. Trump in the office, not 4 but 8, and that's what I'm doing right now. I want to make sure that all these people that are against President Trump, that 2018 we remove every one of them from where they are. I hope we can drain the swamp from D.C. to California, because they don't want to take care. They work for us. They work for the taxpayers. They have forgot they work for us, and they need to be removed. And I'm going to do everything I can in the state of Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. If you don't support Donald Trump, you don't support America, and you need to be removed, and you need to go get a real job.
Perfect. That's it.